Then the next question is, wow, if we use only less than 5% in our entire life, and Einstein lived a full life. He played the violin. He was a musician, as well as a mathematician, as well as a physicist. Are you getting my point? Da Vinci was a musician. He was a scientist. He was a medical scientist as well. He was a doctor in a sense. Are you getting my point? And he was an artist. So is there something we cannot do if we set our mind to it? The only thing limiting us is us. The only thing limiting us is us. When we are afraid. The fears tie us down. And the fears, if I do this, somebody will laugh. It's the most idiotic and most, unfortunately, common excuse. இது நான் செஞ்சா எல்லாம் சிரிப்பாங்களா அப்படின்ற ஒரு கேள்விக்குறி. Always, before you start, before you do something. Are you getting my point? எல்லாரும் பார்ப்பாங்களே. So what, man? They're not going to live your life for you. This is your life. They're not the ones who are going to basically, suffer your joys. Suffer your ecstasies and your joys and your pain and your sorrow. They're not going to go through all of that. You are. If you live for other people, you will always be held back. And you will end up as most people do. You want to know what life is, you have to go to a hospital. You have to go to the ward where basically people are at the last stages. Are you getting my point? And you walk in there, or you go to an old folks home. People who have lived a full life. And you sit down with them and you talk to them, and what will they tell you? Almost always, they will tell you, if you ask them, so uncle, why were you not, you were assistant manager when you retired, why you never made manager? Could you have, done better? Are you with me? Now that's too late already. They are about at the last legs, right? But they will always tell you, and the word that they will use over and over again is what if. If only something had changed. If I had another chance, if my father had more money, if I had that scholarship, I missed that scholarship, everything ended. You get my point? If this, if that, if is the only thing that they repeat all the time. Do they want to live their lives better? Yes. The choice you have now is you have that ability today. Yesterday is gone. There's nothing you can do about that. Are you getting my point? It's history. To sit down and think about it, worry about what it is, it's not even worth the time you're spending. We spend too much time depressed about yesterday. Too little time thinking about the potential of tomorrow. But both of which are dreams. One, which is already over, the other, a vision of what could be. You get my point? Yes. And least of all, we are focused on today. The only day, the only thing that's in our hands. The only thing that's in your hands is today. So if you have today, that's the only place you can make a change. You cannot change yesterday, nor can you change tomorrow. You can only change tomorrow by what you do today. Are you getting my point? So today is all that you have. Today must change. Today needs to change. Today needs to be better than yesterday. If you set a simple goal, you say, every day I learn something new, right? That's all you need. If every day you learn something new, invariably, every day you will grow. And every day you grow, the growth accelerates. Are you getting my point? The problem is, yesterday and today no different. People come and ask you, 5 years ago, right? What was happening? Are you with me? The last 5 years went just like this. Yes or no? Yes. Did the last 5 years just go like this or not? Yes. Now you think about it, it's gone very fast. The next 5 years, will also do the same. The people who will tell you that the last 5 years didn't go like this are the ones who are so busy, that they are so incorrupt in their life, that they have no time to recognize even sleep. One of my most common catchphrases was, even sleep gets in the way. When you're so full of your life, so burning on both ends, you don't even want the day to end. Are you getting my point? You fall asleep because you're tired. And you're up in the morning and you're off again because the day means something to you. Because you have something to achieve. And this is what the great inventors, the great musicians, the great artists, the great philosophers live their lives like that. Do you live like that? You get up Monday, stretch a little bit, look out the alarm clock and say, oh, today can you be sick or not? Monday again, you know. What a miserable life. You have to take a look around and recognize. Instead of saying, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this privilege, I don't have that, etc. and so on. Turn around and look at the fact you still got your 2 hands, your legs, you got your capacity to think, you're still, capable of functioning. Everything is in your hands right now. That's all you ever need. Anything else is irrelevant. If you are the best you can be, right? And if a chance passes you by, that means there's a better one waiting somewhere. You get my point? But if you're pressing every button, pushing yourself to be the best you can be, then you don't need to worry about anything else out there. It will automatically find its way to you. Are you with me? So you have an opportunity right now to change this world. It doesn't take, thousands of us. Right here in this room right now, I do this every time because I have only one thing in mind. Because in this room right now, there will be 1 or 2 people who will make a difference to Malaysia in the future. And to that people, to that 2 people, to that 3, 4, maximum 5 people, I am willing to come out and talk over and over and over again. Because if somebody had come and talked to me, I would have woken up earlier. I would have made a difference earlier. Are you with me? So to that 5 people, I will come back again and again and I will talk. And it is to those 5 people that I'm here to talk to about. The rest of you are here, you find this interesting, you make some notes, and tomorrow you forget about it. And that, unfortunately, is what we do all the time. We do it all the time. You can say otherwise, but you don't. You are, life-changing moments are rare. Are you getting my point? Our habits keep pulling us back all the time. Our habits, unfortunately, define our destiny. So you must be on fire to change. And there are those people who need that change, who are sitting here right in this room right now, who need to change, who want to change, who are willing to do anything to change. And to you, I say, change. Because it is totally worth it. Because life itself is so limited. Most of us are sitting down here being extremely arrogant in thinking we have life. That's the biggest problem we have. Nalik senjatlam. Enundalu nalik senjatlam. You can do it tomorrow. What's the big deal? And that is the one curse. It is a curse that destroys us. There is no tomorrow. You want to talk about tomorrow? I will take you down to the accident emergency A&E department, right? Nearest hospital you can find, whether it's Asunta, Sunway Medical. Go down there. Wait. You don't have to wait long enough. I guarantee you, within the next couple of hours, there'll be somebody your age coming in. Somebody your age, exactly your age, being pulled in. Right? And that person didn't expect that today would end with them being in the casualty department. They never do. Life itself is not in your hands. What happens beyond this moment is not in your hands. Are you getting my point? Today, right now, is in your hands. Change begins right now. And every minute you have, you go out there and do something about it. Are you getting my point?